I'm Chef Frank, this is Protocooks, and today we're making bacon tabernaculo. What is bacon al tabernaculo? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Bacon al tabernaculo is basically bacon and cheese toast. And it's a tapa that I had when I was in Granada. First time I was in Spain, I was with a company I work with. They would take all their chefs and general managers and take you to Spain to eat and drink. And it was a wonderful trip. And this was a half-a-day stop just for lunch. We went to two restaurants, Los Diamantes and El Tabernaculo, which were kind of close to each other. And El Tabernaculo was this bar that had all of this Semana Santa memorabilia on the walls, all the pictures of Semana Santa. They had a lot of like mass cards on the walls, and it kind of looked like the inside of a church. The food there was amazing. And this is one of those dishes that the bartender brought out. It's simple to make because he was the only one working, so he just kind of threw it together in the back. And it's absolutely delicious, and that's what I'm gonna make today. Here's what you're gonna need. 1 baguette, a pound of thick sliced bacon, 1 clove of garlic, couple of eggs, vegetable oil, red wine vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper, and Rougette Bonfire grilling cheese. Let's stop here for a second and talk about an ingredient I want to highlight today. Rougette Bonfire Soft-Ripened grilling cheese. Not only is it a great cheese, they are the sponsor of this video today. So I want to thank them for sponsoring this video. And let's talk about the cheese really quick. This is a soft-ripened cow's milk cheese that's super creamy. It's a super versatile and unique cheese that you can grill, bake, saute. It won't stick to the grill, and it's absolutely delicious. Mild, creamy, a little bit crispy when you throw it on the grill. It's excellent, and I'm happy to be using it today in my recipe. All right, let's cook the bacon. And the thing about the bacon in this dish is it's not crispy, right? At the end of this, we want the bacon to be fully cooked, but still like kind of soft and a little bit chewy. So we're gonna throw it in the oven just to kind of render out some of the fat, because we are gonna throw it on the grill and I don't want it to flare up. So let's cook the bacon. Open her up, just cut your sides off. The brand of bacon you use doesn't matter. It just needs to be thick cut. We're just gonna lay it out. They can touch each other, but don't overlap, okay? There we go. Now I'm gonna throw this in the oven, and I'm only gonna put it in there for a few minutes, basically just to render out some of the fat and to par cook it. So let's go throw it in the oven. All right, one of the other components of our dish is an aioli, and it's not a true Spanish aioli. It's basically a garlic mayonnaise. And if you're not comfortable using raw eggs for this, you can easily just put some garlic and some vinegar in regular prepared mayonnaise. But I'm gonna make it fresh because, you know, I'm me, right? So it's really simple. I have 2 cloves of garlic. I'm just gonna give those a little smash to get the skin off. And those go directly into the blender. Make sure we don't get any skin in there. And then we have 2 egg yolks. All right, some red wine vinegar. Just a little bit of water. I'm gonna reserve a little more water in case I need to thin it out later. A nice pinch of salt. Some black pepper. And we're gonna buzz this up. So bring the blender over to me. Put your lid on. And we're just gonna kind of chop up the garlic, get it mixing. I always like to have a rubber spatula here because in case there's any big chunks and things on the side, I like to kind of just scrape them down into the mixer, right? And then we turn it on again. I take this little top off. I'm gonna add some vegetable oil. And I'm gonna add some extra virgin. All right. So this is just a quick blender mayonnaise or aioli, right? I think it's a little thick because I want it to be a little thinner. I'm just gonna add a touch more water and then we'll give it a taste. All right, let's give it a taste. Make sure you keep your station clean because you got it everywhere. Make sure you have your Star Wars tasting spoon. It's delicious. I think it needs another pinch of salt. Okay, just a little pinch. Turn it on for a sec. And I think we're really good here, okay? Scrape down the sides. And what I like to do with this, and again, if you don't have this equipment in-house, it's fine. But what I like to do is throw this into a squeeze bottle, right? So right out of the mixer, I'm gonna take this, put it into my squeeze bottle, and then I'm gonna throw this in the fridge and keep it chilled. I like to keep this chilled. You could probably use this for like 2 or 3 days, but I wouldn't go past that. And that's our aioli. Let's cut the bread. You probably don't need the whole loaf. You probably need about like 10 slices. However many slices of bacon you have is how many slices of bread you need. Always make a couple extra in case things burn. So I have a nice serrated knife here. You don't want to crush this, but I want them to be fairly thin so they get nice and crispy, okay? Right? They don't really need anything on them. They're just gonna go right on the grill and toast and get a little charred. All right, we're good to go. Let's put these aside for when we go out to the grill. Okay, bacon is ready to go. It's not done, but it's par cooked. I have a little tray here that I'm gonna take my bacon off the tray and I'm gonna lay it on my paper towel to get some of the extra fat off, right? It's still a little soft, and that's the key to this dish. We have to be able to fold this bacon later on. All right, let's set this aside, and I think it's time to go out to the grill. A couple of things I do before I start grilling is I make sure my grill is preheated. Preheat your grill for about 20 minutes. It gets it nice and hot. The other thing I like to do is make sure that my grill is nice and clean. I get a wire brush and a towel and wipe everything down so it's super clean. All right, it's time to grill. I'm gonna open up my cheese. And like I said earlier, it's super convenient, right? Comes in a box, 2 pieces of cheese. Just zip them open, right? And there's not really much you have to do to this. Is open it up. I have a fork, and you want to take your fork and poke just a few holes in it because otherwise it'll expand, right? Just poke a few holes in it with a fork, and then we're just going to throw it on the grill. There's no oil, there's nothing that's needed on this, and it won't stick, right? On the grill, it's going to get a beautiful crispy outside, a nice creamy middle, and that's what we're looking for. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the cheese cooked on one side, then I'll flip it and add the rest of my ingredients. So let me give this a check. Look underneath there. We're starting to get some nice grill marks. I'm gonna give it another like half a minute, let it get a little crispy on that side, and then we'll put the rest of our ingredients on the grill. All right, let's turn these over. Nice grill marks. It's gotten nice and crispy. You can feel that it's getting nice and soft in the middle. Let's get the rest of our ingredients on, okay? I'm gonna put my toast on now, and I just wanna get this nice and brown. If there's a little char on it, it's okay. I'm cool with a little char. And remember with the bacon, we just want to get this warm through. I don't want this to be crispy, so I'm just gonna throw it on the edges here. I'm gonna save my tray to put that back on. I'm just warming the bacon through. This is where the par cooking helps with the bacon. If you don't par cook it, you just get a grease fire on the grill. Okay, let's turn over our toast. It's getting nice and crisp. Okay, the bacon can come off. It's nice and hot. Let's put that on our tray. Our toast is good. Let's put that back in our bowl. Okay, let's get inside and assemble these. All right, guys, time to assemble. So the cheese is nice and soft and crispy, creamy on the inside. I'm just gonna cut this into kind of 6. Look, and so you can see, like, look at that. It's beautifully creamy and soft on the inside. I'm gonna have a piece. Okay. I got my bread. Right, I'm gonna take my bacon. I'm gonna fold it in half. Put a piece of cheese in the middle. Give it a little squish. Bacon, fold it in half. Cheese in the middle. Give it a little squish. Right, and this is gonna go directly onto my plate. Right. Right, give it a little squish. Beautiful. And then all we have to do is top with our aioli and serve. Nice amount of aioli on top and serve. And that is my bacon tabernaculo. All right, it's time to taste. I'm really excited. When I had this in Spain, we had it with a glass of vermouth. You should try it that way. Okay, let's give it a taste. I'm gonna take this one, right? It totally brings me back. Creamy cheese, nice bacon. It's a little bit chewy, not super crisp. Garlic aioli. Let me finish that piece. My God. It is, oh my God, give me a sec. Absolutely delicious. It's a quick and easy appetizer that makes you look fancy. You gotta give it a try. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We have merch down in the description. Check it out. Need Salt t-shirts, totes, cups, all that stuff. I wanna thank our Patreon sponsors. Thank you for your support. We have a P.O. box down below in the description. As always, the recipe is gonna be down there too. That is Bacon Tabernaculo. I wanna give a special thank you to our sponsor, Rougette Bonfire Cheese. This stuff is awesome, you gotta find it. And that's it, I'm Chef Frank, this is Protocooks. Enjoy.